Namaste. Please recline and relax. Do not follow through what I am doing. Do not even watch the video, just listen. This is Neuro Linguistic Programming at the highest level. You may even do something else while the video is playing at an audible volume. Please enjoy with background music. Namaste. Atha Chaturdashodhyayah Gunotraya Vibhaga Yoga Shri Bhagavanubhaca Param Bhuyah Brahvakushuyami Jnananam Jnanamudtamam Yajujnyatva Munayah Salve Param Siddhitimito Gatah Idam Jnanamupashritya Mama Sadharmiyama Gatah Salgepi Nopajayanante Pralaye Na Vyatananti Cha Mama Yonilmahad Brahma 다스미는갈밤 다타미야함 삼은바바흐 살바푸다남 다또 바바띠 파라따 살바요니슈 가우는때야 물다야흐 삼은바바는띠 야흐 따삼 브라흐마 마하디오니라함 비자프라다흐 비타 사트밤 라자스타마 이티 구너흐 브라크르티 삼은파바흐 니바트나는티 마하바호 데헤 데히나마비아야무 타트라 사트밤 닐말라트바드 브라카샤카말 Nirmalatvat prakashakamana mayam Sukha sangangena Patnati Jnana sangangena Janaka Rajo Ragatmakam Viditi Darshana sanganga samudh bhavam Tanani Patnati Gaunanteya Kaima sangangena Dehinam Tamasatva Jnanajam Viditi Mohanam Salvatehinam Brahmada Lasya Nidra Pisatanani Patnati Parata Satvam Sukhe Sanjayati Rajahu Kaimanui Parata Jnanama Buddhatya Tu Tamahu Brahmade Sanjayati Uta 라자스타마시자 비푸야 사트밤 바바티 파라타 라자흐 사트밤 타마시자이바 타마흐 사트밤 라자스타타 살바드바레슈 데헤스미는 프라카샤 우파자야테 진야남 야다 다다 비디야드 비브리드탐 사트밤이티유타 로파흐 브라브르트티라 라문파흐 갈마노 마샤마흐 스푸르하 라자시에타니 자야는테 비브르드테 바라탈셔파 Abraka Shoprabruttisha Pramado Moha Eva Cha Tamasietani Jayanante Vibrutite Gurunanandana Yada Satve Prabrutite Tu Pralayam Yati Dehabrut Tadot Tamabidam Loka Namalan Pratipadyate Rajasi Pralayam Gatva Kalmasangangishu Jayate Tata Prali Nasatamasi Mutoyonishu Jayate Kaimanoho Sukrutasya Huho Satvikam Nimalam Palam Rajasasutu Palam Tuhokamajiñanam Tamasaho Palam Satvat Sanjayate Jiñanam Rajaso Ropa Eva Cha Pramada Mohao Tamaso Pavato Jiñanam Eva Cha Ultivam Gachananti Satvasata Matye Dishutaనంti Rajasaho Jakania Guna Buddhistha Jakania Guna Buddhist sorry. Jakania Guna Buddhistha Ato Gachananti Damasaho Naniam Gunue Piaho Galtaram Yada Drashito Nupasyati Gunue Piashajan Param Patati Madhupabam Sotigachati Guno Netanati Dia Nudahi Dehasamudu Pavan Janama Murutuyu Janama Murutuyu Jara Duhokai Bimukuto Muruta Mashunute Janama Murutuyu Jara Duhokai Janama Murutuyu Jara Du sorry Janama Murutuyu Jara Duhokai Bimukuto Muruta Mashunute Arjuna Uvacha Geilingen Geisterin Guna Netanati To Pavati Prapo Gima Jarahu Gatam Jaitam Sutrin Guna Nati Vaitate Jaitam Sutrin Guna Nati Vaitate Shri Bhagavan Prakasham Cha Prabhutim Cha Mohameva Cha Panandava Na Tuvashatui Samumpura Buritani Na Niburitani Kang Kushati Udasina Padasino Gunoirio Na Vichaliate Guno Paltananta Itievam Yovatishitati Nangangate Samaduha Kasukaha Savasataha Samaloshita Shamakan Janaha Tulia Puriyo Tirasutulia Ninanda Tamasamsututiha Mana Pamana Yosutulia Sutulio Mitrari Pakushoyo Mitrari Pakushoyo Salvaramam Paparitiagi Gunatitaha Sa Ujiate Mam Cha Yovia Pijareno Bhakti Yogena Sevate Sa Gunanan Samati Diaitan Brahma Gunanan Samati Diaitan Brahma Puyaya Kalpate Brahmano Hi Pratishita Hamamurutasya Vyaya Pratishita Hamamurutasya Vyaya Syacha Sha Shivatasya Cha Taimasya Sukasya Ekanantikasya Cha Tatasaditi Shri Mad Bhagavad Gita Supanishatusu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Shri Krishna Arjuna Sambade Gunotraya Vibhaga Yogo Nama Chaturdashotyayah. Namaste. The Holy One said, I will again declare that supernal of sciences, that excellent science, knowing which all the Munis have attained to the highest perfection from this. Resorting to this science and attaining to my nature, they are not reborn even on a creation and are not disturbed at the universal dissolution. The mighty Brahma is a womb for me. Therein I place the germ. Thence, O Bharata, the birth of all beings taketh place. Whatever forms, O son of Kunti, are born in all wombs, of them Brahma is the mighty womb, I the seed imparting sire. Goodness, passion, darkness, these qualities, born of nature, bind down, O thou of mighty arms, the eternal embodied in the body. Amongst these, goodness, from its unsullied nature, being enlightening and free from misery, bindeth, O sinless one, with the attachment of happiness and of knowledge. Know that passion, having desire for its essence, is born of thirst and attachment. That, O son of Kunti, bindeth the embodied by the attachment of work. Darkness, however, know, is born of ignorance, bewilders all embodied. That bindeth, O Bharata, by error, indolence, and sleep. Goodness uniteth with pleasure, passion, O Bharata, with work. But darkness, veiling knowledge, uniteth with error. Passion and darkness being repressed, goodness remaineth, O Bharata. Passion and goodness, darkness. Darkness and goodness, passion. When in this body, in all its gates, the light of knowledge is produced, then should one know that goodness hath been developed there. Avarice, activity, performance of works, want of tranquility, desire. These, O Bharata's race, are born when passion is developed. Gloom, inactivity, error, and delusion also, these, O son of Guru's race, are born when darkness is developed. When the holder of a body goeth to dissolution while goodness is developed, then he attaineth to the spotless regions of those that know the Supreme. Going to dissolution when passion prevails, one is born among those that are attached to work. Likewise, dissolved during darkness, one is born in wombs that beget the ignorant. The fruit of good action is said to be good and untainted. The fruit, however, of passion is misery. The fruit of darkness is ignorance. From goodness is produced knowledge. From passion, avarice. From darkness are error and delusion, and also ignorance. They that dwell in goodness go on high. They that are addicted to passion dwell in the middle. They that are of darkness, being addicted to the lowest quality, go down. When an observer recognizes none else to be an agent save the qualities, and knows that which is beyond, he attains to my nature. The embodied, by transcending these three qualities, which constitute the source of all bodies, enjoyeth immortality, being freed from birth, death, decrepitude, and misery. Arjuna said, what are the indications, O Lord, of one who hath transcended these three qualities? What is his conduct? How also doth one transcend these three qualities? The Holy One said, he who hath no aversion for light, activity, and even delusion, O son of Bandhu, when they are present, nor desireth them when they are absent, who, seated as one unconcerned, is not shaken by those qualities, who sitteth and moveth not, thinking that it is the qualities that are engaged, to whom pain and pleasure are alike, who is self-contained, and to whom a sod of earth, a stone, and gold are alike, to whom the agreeable and the disagreeable are the same, who hath discernment, to whom censure and praise are the same, to whom honor and dishonor are the same, who regardeth friend and foe alike, who hath renounced all exertion, is said to have transcended the qualities. He also who worshippeth me with exclusive devotion, he, transcending those qualities, becometh fit for admission into the nature of Brahma. For I am the stay of Brahma, of immortality, of indestructibility, of eternal piety, and of unbroken felicity. Okay. 9 verses. Difficult words. Namaste. Sa Pratna Tha Sahasa Jayamanah Sadyah Kavyani Balatatata Vishava Pashacha Mitram Tishono Ja Satanan Deva Aganim Tarayanan Drabinodanan Tarayanan Drabinodam Sa Pulvaya Nivida Gavyata Yorimah Praja Ajanayanmanunam Vivasvata Jagushosa Dhyamapashacha Deva Aganim Tarayandra Binodam Sorry. Tamilata Pratamam Yajinyasatam Visha Arira Hutamurunja Sanam Uljah Putram Paratam Srupradanum Deva Aganim Tarayanandra Binodam Sa Matarishva Purubara Pushitui Vidagatum Purubara Pushitui Vidag Purubara Pushitui Vidagatum Purubara Pushitui Vidag Tuil Purubara Pushitui Tuil Purubara Pushitui Vidad Purubara Pushitui Vidadka. Yeah. Give me 1 second. Music is too loud. Okay. Purubara Pushitui Vidad Purubara Pushitui Vidagatum Danayaya, Survivit, Visham, Gopa, Janita, Rodasiol Agnim, Tarayanandra Binodam, Nakutoshosa, Painoma Memiane, Ta Payate, Shashumekam, Samichi, Diaba Kushoma, Rukumo, Anantalvi, Pati, Deva, Agnim, Tarayanandra Binodam, Rayo, Butnahu, Samgamano, Pasunam, Yajinyasya, Getulmanama Tano, Behu, Sa, Amurtatavam, Rakushamano Sa, Enam Deva, Agnim, Tarayanandra Binodam, Nu, Cha, Pura, Cha, Sadanam, Rayinam, Cha, Tasya, Cha, Cha, Yamanasya, Cha, Kushama, Satasha, Cha, Gopam, Pavatasha, Cha, Purel Deva, Agnim, Tarayanandra Binodam, Drabinoda, Drabino Sasutura, Drabino Sasuturasya, Drabinoda, Sanarasya, Pra, Yamsat, Drabinoda, Piravati Misham, No, Drabinoda, Rasate, Dilkama Yuhu, Eva, No, Agne, Samita, Buritano, Ravata Pavaka, Shravase, Pi, Pati, Pahi, Tanano, Mitro, Paruno, Mama Hananta Mami, Mama Hananta Maditiho, Sinantuho, Prativi, Uta, Diauho. Namaste. Diauho. Let me see. I'm reading the original text, so up to 3. He, in the ancient way by strength engendered, lo, straight hath taken to himself all wisdom. The waters and the bowl have made him friendly. The gods possess the wealth bestowing Agni. At Ayu's ancient call, he by his wisdom gave all this progeny of men their being, and, by effulgent light, heaven and the waters. The gods possess the wealth, bestowing Agni. Praise him, ye Aryan folk, as chief performer of sacrifice, adored and ever toiling. Well-tended, son of strength, the constant giver. The gods possess the wealth, bestowing Agni. Dhamma Darishavan, rich in wealth and treasure, light winner, finds a pathway for his offspring. God of our folk, Father of earth and heaven, the gods possess the wealth, bestowing Agni. Night and dawn, changing each other, each the other's color, meeting together, suckle one same infant. Golden between the heaven and earth he shineth. The gods possess the wealth, bestowing Agni. Wood of wealth, gathering place of treasures, banner of sacrifice, who grants a suppliant's wishes. Preserving him as their own life immortal, the gods possess the wealth, bestowing Agni. Now and of old the home of wealth, the mansion of what is born and what was born aforetime. God of what is and what will be hereafter, the gods possess the wealth, bestowing Agni. May the wealth giver grant us conquering riches. May the wealth giver grant us wealth with heroes. May the wealth giver grant us food with offspring, and length of days may the wealth giver send us. Fed with our fuel, purifying Agni, so blaze to us auspiciously for glory. This prayer of ours may Varuna grant, and Mitra, and Aditi and Sintu, earth and heaven. I have an hour and 20 minutes to do the sutta. I might finish it today. We'll see. Namaste. Ekasamaye Jopaya Navataranam Na Jaikasaminen Kushanue Jaikasaminen Kushonue Svapararu Pavataranam Yukutam Kushonuika Vadino Yadupavanam Saiva Kriya Tadeva Cha Karakamitia Piu Pagamaha. And there cannot be a cognition of both at the same time. And it is impossible in a single moment to cognize one's own form and another's as well. It is a supposition of the momentarists that whatever exists is both action and the means related to an action. Namaste. Siyanam matihu Subarasani rudutam Chitatanantareno. It's number 1. Kuru. So it skips this word. Samananantareno Kuruhiata iti Chitatantaradurushiye Buddhitera Tipra Sangangahu Smuriti Samkarashcha. A little fuzzy. Checking. Yeah. Ata Chitatam Jachachita Jachachita Guruhyata Buddhitiho Kena Guruhyate Sapianyaya Sapianyayati Prasangangahu Smuriti Samkarashcha Yavananto Buddhiti Namanu Buddhiti Namanu Papa Sita Vatiyahu Smurtayahu Prapunupananti Tatasamkara Chichaika Smurut Tatasamkara Chichaika Smurutyanavataranam. Tatu Samkara. Namaste, help me. Tatu Samkara Chichaika Smurtya Navataranam Cha Syadityevam Buddhiti Prati Sambedinam Purushama Palapad Pilvaina Shikai Purushama Palapad Pilvaina Shikai Ho Saivameva Kuli Kurutam Te Tu Pokuturu Suvarupam Yatra Kavachana Kalipayananto Na Nyayana 잠가지 자는 때. Just double checking this word here. I think it's correct. 그봐. Yeah. 깨치뜨뚜. Number 2. 깨치뜨 사뜨방. 깨치뜨 사뜨바마 드라마삐. 사뜨바마 드라마삐. 바리까를 비야 스티 사 사뜨보 야 에따는 반짜 스까는 타는 니크쇼이 비야니암 스까는 타는 니크쇼이 비야니암 쉐짜 브라티삼다타티 브라티삼다타티 디우크트바 따따 에바 무나스트라시아는티 따타 스까는 타남 마하는 니벨다야 스까는 타남 마하는 니벨다야. Number 3. 마하닐베다야 비라가야 누트바다야 브라샤는타예 구로라는 띠께 구로 야 브라흐마짜리암 짜리슈미 디우크드바 사트바시야 보나흐 사트바메바 바흐누바테 삼키야 요가다야 수투 브라바다흐 스바샤브데나 부르쇼메바 스바미남 지트타시야 포크타라 무빠야는 띠띠. If there be the opinion that a mind stuff naturally restricted is known by another mind stuff immediately contiguous to it, if were the object first sight for another, there will be an infinite regress from one thinking substance to another thinking substance, as well as confusion of memory. If one mind stuff were perceived by another mind stuff, by whom would the thinking substance of the thinking substance be perceived? Because this would be perceived by still another, and that by yet one more, there will be an infinite regress, and there will be a confusion of memory, as many memories would obtain as there would be on the part of the thinking substances, experiences. And as a result of the confusion of these, there will be no limit to the memory of one. Thus everything is put into disorder by the destructionists' prattling away of the self, who is conscious by reflecting the thinking substance. But those who assume that the experiencer as such, anywhere soever, do not conform to the rules. There are some who assume an existence as such, and that it is this existence which casts off those 5 divisions of existence of theirs and puts others together again. But these are afraid of this very. Thus, in the very act of saying that I may feel the passionlessness of the great disgust for the divisions of existence, and that they may arise no more and altogether cease, I will lead a student's life in the presence of my spiritual guide. They deny, after all, the existence of the existence. But the systems with the Samkhya and Yoga at their head denote by the word self, the owner, the experiencer of the mind stuff. Sorry, I'm being distracted. I can't even speak when they're distracting me. It's the demons working with the humans, or probably one human. Okay. Namaste. Katamu. Jitara prati samkramaya siddhata kara patatau. Siva buddhati sambedamu. Siva buddhati sambedanamu. Aparino mini hi pokuturu shakatira pokuturu shakatira prati samkram. Pokuturu shakatira prati sam. Sorry, this is why I use nicotine. When I get distracted, everything is 10 times hotter. Pokuturu shakatira prati samkrama cha parino minialte prati samkran teva tadu burutati manupatati tasya shitya praputa chaitanyo pagrahasumarupa praputa chaitanyopa praputa chaitanyopa praputa chaitanyopa grahasuvaru praputa chaitanyopa grahasuvaru praputa chaitanyopa grahasuvaru paya buddhati buddhati teranukari matrataya buddhati teranukari matrataya. Number 1. Karama Ra buddhati teranuka buddhati teranuka ramatrataya. Buddhatiya. Need to check. Buddhatiya. Buddhati vishishata hi jnana buddhatira khyayate tatha jogatamu. Na patalam na ja vivaram girinam naivanantakaram kukushoyo nudati nam guha yasyam nihitam brahma shashvatam buddhati mavishishitam buddhati mavishishitam kavayo vedayanante iti. How? The intellect which unites not is conscious of its own thinking substance. One takes the form of that. For the energy of the experiencer, which is immutable and which unites not with objects, seeming to unite with something mutable, takes the form of the fluctuations which that undergoes. And being identified with the fluctuation of the thinking substance, insofar as it is nothing but an imitation of a fluctuation of the thinking substance that has come under the influence of the intelligence. It is termed the fluctuation of the thinking substance. And in this sense it has been said, that hiding place in which the everlasting Brahman lies concealed is not an underworld, nor mountain chasm, nor the darkness, nor caverns of the sea, but is the working of the mind when not distinguished. So the sages tell. Namaste. Atashe chaitada piupagamiate. Durashio parakatam chitatam saivaltamu. Mano hi mananta vienal teno paragatam tatasavayam. That's number 1. Tatahu savayam. Ja Vishayatva de Vishayina Vishayatva de Vishayina Purushvena de Miyaya. Just wanna double check. Purushve. Purutya Pisam Purutya Pisamam Batam Tadetachittata Tadetachittatameva Durashituru 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 Durashio Parakatam Vishaya Nilpasam Jatana Sivarupa Panan Jatana Sivarupa Pananam Vishaya Makamapya Vishaya Makamiva Jatanamiva Sapatui Kamanui Kalipam Saival Tamiti Ujyate Tadanena Chittatasaru Pieno Pranantahu Gachittadeva Jatanamitya Huhu Apare Chittama Dramevedam Saivam Nasati Kalivayam Gavadil Kato Gavadil Kato Dishucha Sakareno Loka Iti Anukamam Paniya Sate Kasamat Asati Hi Deshum Prananti Bijam Saivarupa Karanilpasam Chittatamiti Samati Prajinyayam Prajinya Yoltahu Pratibimum Bi Pratibimum Bi Putasya Pratibimum Bi Putasya Lamambani Putatva Daniyahu Sa Jadaltasu Chittama Tram Syat Katam Prajinyayaiva Prajinya Rupamavatarieta Tasmat Pratibamam Bi Putoltahu Prajinyayam Yenavatariate Sa Purusha Iti Evam Grahituru Grahano Grahyasvaru Pachitatame Peda Katra Yamapyeta Jujatitahu Grahituru Grahano Grahya Grahituru Grahano Grahyasvaru Pasichitita Grahituru Grahano Grahyasvaru Pasichitita Grahituru Grahano Grahyasvaru Pachitita Peda Katraya Pieta Jujatitahu almost. Grahituru Grahano Grahyasvaru Pachitita Peda Katraya Pieta Jujatitahu. Should I say the other versions? Not really. Bravi Pajanante Te Samyaga Daishina Sataira Samyaga Daishina Sataira Tikat Samyaga Daishina Sataira Tikat Katahu Samyaga Daishina Sataira Tikatahu Purushahu. Number 1. Purusha Iti And for this reason, we reach this result. Mind stuff affected by the seer and by the object for sight, all intended objects. For the central organ is affected by the object for meditation, and is a self on account of its objectivity connected by one of its own fluctuations with the subject, with the self also. Thus the same mind stuff is affected by the seer and by the object for sight, and is seemingly both object and subject, assuming a form both intelligent and unintelligent, appearing as that which is not object. While unintelligent, it appears to be intelligent, like a crystal is described as all intended objects. Accordingly, there are some, deceived by this resemblance to mind stuff, who say that itself is intelligent. There are others who say that this whole universe is nothing more than mind stuff, and that this world of things, cows and water jars and other things, together with their causes, does not exist. They are to be pitied. Why so? Because their mind stuff, shining forth in all kinds of forms, is the source of error. Consequently, in concentrated insight, the object for the insight, when once reflected, is other than, because this is that upon which rests. If this object were the mind stuff and nothing more than that, how could the insight by itself ascertain its form as being insight? Accordingly, when in the insight an object is reflected, it is the self who determines. Thus, by dividing mind stuff as such into knower and process of knowing, an object for knowledge, they classify it according to its kinds, as a triad also. These are men of complete insight. By them, the self has been reached. Namaste. Kutashitya Dada Samkhye Yavasana Pishechitra Dada Samkhye Yavasana Pishechitra Mapi Paraltam Samhatyaka Ritvat Tadetakachitata Tadetachitama Samkhye Ya Pilvasana Pireva Chitri Kurutama Chitri Kurutamapi Paraltam Parasya Poga Babalgaltam Na Subaltam Samha Samadhyaka Ritvad Guru Habat Samadhyaka Ritvad Guru Habat Samadhyaka Ritvad Samadhyaka Ritvad Guru Habat Samadhyaka Ritvad Guru Habat Samadhyaka Ritvad Guru Habat Samadhyaka Rino Chititena Na Suvaltena Pavitavyam Na Sukhachititam. Number 2. Sukham Chititam Sukhaitam Na Jnanam. Did I miss anything? No. Jnanaltamu Payamapyetat Paraltamu Yashitya Pogena Babalgeno Jaltenaltavan Purushuhu Sa Eva Paro Na Parahu Samanyamatram Samanyamatram Yatutu Kimchit Param Samanyamatram Samanyamatram Svaru Penoda Hare Duvaina Shikasat Tatu Saibam Svaru Penoda Hare Duvai Svaru Penoda Hare Duvaina Shikasat Tatu Saibam Samadhyaka Ritva Paral Tameva siat yasut vasao paro vishesho sa na samhatiakari purusho iti. And for what reason is this? This, although diversified by countless subconscious impressions, exists for the sake of another, because its nature is to produce combinations. Although diversified by absolutely countless subconscious impressions, the same mind stuff exists for the sake of another, for the sake of the experience and release of another, not for its own sake. Because like a house, its nature is to work as a combination. The mind stuff must act as a combiner, and not for its own sake. Pleasurable mind stuff is not for the pleasure. The mind stuff of thought is not for the thought. But both of these two kinds exist for the sake of another. And that very self, which has its purpose in the two purposes of experience and liberation, is this other, not any other in general. Any indefinite other as such which the destructionists set forth in general terms would all still exist for the sake of some other, since they act to produce things to be combined. But that particular other, which is the self, does not act as a combination. Got about 10 more sutras to go, and then I'm done with this book again. Whew. Namaste. Vishesha Daishina Atma Pava Pavana Nibrutatiha Yatha Brabura Shui Turunang Curacio de Pet Turunang Curacio de Pedana Tadu Bija Satata Numi Yate Tata Mokushama Gashirabanue Mokushama Gashirabanuena Mokushama Gashirabanuena Yasya Rohamaisho Shurupa Tao Turushiate Tatra Piasati Vishesho Daishana Bija. I'm pretty sure this is B. This is a misprint. 25. Vishesha B. So I'm triple checking. Make sure. B. Okay, 2 out of 3. Vishesho Daichana Bijama Pavalga. Vishesho Daichana Bijama Vishesho Daichana Bijama Pavalga Pagiyam Kama Kaima Pinilvai Kaima Pinilvaititamityatiumi Yate Kaima Pinil Vaititamitiu Nuba Numi Kaima Pinil Vaititamitia Kaima Pinil Vaititamitia Numi Yate Tasyatma Pava Pavana Siva Paviki Pravaitate Yasya Pava Didamukutam Siva Pavam Mukutava Tosho Diesham Purva Pakushwe Ruchil Pavatia Ruchi Shecha Nilnoye Pavati Tatratma Pava Pavana Kohama sam katamahama sam kimsibididam katam sabididam ke pavishyamahu katam va pavishyama iti sam tu vishesho dalshino vivaltate kuttahu chittasyai vaisho vichitrahu parinomahu purushosatu vasatya mavidyayam purushosatu vasatya mavidyayam Shuddhata Shichitta Talmaira. Purushasatva Vasatyam Avidyayam Shuddha Shichitta Talmaira Para Murishita Iti Murushita Shuddha Shichitta Talmaira Para Murushita Iti Tatosya Tamapa Vapavana Kushalasya. Number 1. Vini Valtata Nivaltata Iti. For him who sees the distinction, the pondering upon his own states of being ceases. Because a blade of grass sprouts during the rains, we infer the existence of seed. Just so in the case of him who betrays thrills of joy and falling tears in hearing of the way of release, we may likewise infer that there is in him kaima rooted in the knowledge of the difference, conducive to liberation and brought to completion. In him, the pondering upon his own states of being, which is natural to him, comes into activity. When there is none of this has been said. For who, after having renounced their own nature, there is by reason of lack a liking for the opposing view and no liking for the ascertainment of truth. Now as to this point, the pondering upon his own states of being is in this fashion. Who was I? How was I? What is this? How is this? What shall we become? Or how shall we become? But this pondering ceases for one who sees the distinction. For what reason is this? Since it is this mind stuff which undergoes this diversified mutation. But when there is no longer undifferentiated consciousness, the self is purified and untouched by the conditions of the mind stuff. For this reason, the skillful person ceases pondering upon his own states of being. Alright, now starting good stuff. Namaste. Tada Vivekanim nam Kavalia Praga Param Chitatam. Tadanim Yadasya Chitatam. Vishaya Praga Paramat. Vishaya Praga Parama. Vishaya Praga Parama Chinyana Nimanamasi Tatasyanyata. Vishaya Praga Parama Chinyana Nimanamasi Tatasya. Vishaya Praga Parama Chinyana Nimanamasi Tatasya. Namaste, help me. Vishaya Praga Parama Chinyana Nimanamasi Tatasya Nyata Pavati Kaivalya Praga Param Vivekaja Chinyana Nimanamiti Vivekaja Chinyana Nimanamiti. I have to check. This is I'm like 99% sure that is what it is, but yeah, okay, checked. Number 2. Gani. Ni. So it skips 3 characters. vivekani manamiti. Okay. Then the mind stuff is born down toward discrimination, onward towards isolation. That mind stuff is that mind stuff of his, which formerly was born onward towards objects of sense, down to non-thinking, becomes changed for him. It is born onward towards isolation, down to the thinking which comes from discrimination. Thank you for watching. Thank you. Namaste. 45 minutes left. I might finish the book. Oh boy. Namaste. Tachichidireshu Pratyayanantaranui Samskare Pyahu. Number 3. Pyahu. Viveka Pratyayani. Viveka Pratyayani. Viveka Pratyayani Manasya. Viveka Pratyayani Manasya. Viveka Pratyayani Manasya. That's the best I could do. Viveka Pratyayani Nimu. Viveka Pratyayani Manasya. Okay. Pratyaya Viveka Nimanasya. Sattva Purusho Niyata Khyati Matra Prava Hino Shichitasya. Sattva Purusho Niyata Khyati Matra Prava. Sattva Purusho Niyata Khyati Matra Prava Hino Shichitasya. Sorry, I'm being distracted. Demons. Sattva Purusho Niyata Khyati Matra Pra. Sattva Purusho Niyata Khyati Matra Prava Hino Shichitasya. Number 4. Baharohi. 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 Sattva Purusho Niyata Khyati Matra Pravaharohi. Wow. Pravaharohi. Sattva Purusho Niyata Khyati Matra Pravaharohi no Shichitasya. One more. Sattva Purusho Niyata Khyati Matra Pravaharohi. Harohi. Harohi. Sattva Purusho Niyata Khyati Matra Prava. Sattva Purusho Niyata Khyati Matra Prava. Rohi. Pravaharohi. Sattva Purusho Niyata Khyati Matra Pravaharohi. Sattva Purusho Niyata Khyati Matra Pravaharohi. Hinoshichitas. Sorry. Okay. All right, let's get it right. Sattva Purusho Niyata Khyati Matra Pravaharohi no Shichitasya. Sattva Purusho Niyata Khyati Matra Pravaha. Sattva Purusho Niyata Khyati Matra Pravaha. Rohi. Namaste. Prabaha Sattva Purusha Niyata Khyati Matra Prabaha Rohinos Ro Sattva Purusha Niyata Khyati Matra Prabaha Rohinos Chittatasya Ha Rohinos Chittatasya Rohinos Chittatasya Sattva Purusha Niyata Khyati Matra Prabaha Rohinosha Chittatasya Tachachidreshu Pratyayanantara Nuyasami Pratyayanantara Nuyasami Pratyayanantara Nuyasami Pratyayanantara Nuyasmiti Pa Mameti Pa Janamiti Va Na Janamiti Va Kutaha Kushwina Kushwi Yamana Bija Pyaha Purva Samskara Pyaha No Purva Samskara Pya Iti. Just checking this word. Just in case. Yep, okay. In the intervals of this, there are other presented ideas from subliminal impressions. The mind stuff which is down towards discrimination of the presented idea and the flow of which is towards nothing but discernment of the difference between the sattva and the self, has its intervals other presented ideas. Either it is I, or it is mine, or I think, or I do not think. From what source? From the dwindling seeds, from previous subliminal impressions. Yeah, like 7 left. That's it. Namaste. Hanameshum Klesha Baduk Klesha Badukutama. Yata Klesha Dagutabi Japava Na Brarohasamalta. This is a misprint. Yeah, cool. Pavananti Tata Jinyana Ganina Dagutabi Japavaha Purva Samskaro Na Pratyaya Parasul Bhavati Jinyana Samskara Sutu Chittatikara Samabhuti Sherata Chittatikara Samabhuti Manusharata Iti Na Jinantiyanante. Number 1. Jinantiyate. Okay. The escape from these is described as being like the hindrances. The hindrances, when in the condition of burnt seed, are unfit for generation. Just so a previous subliminal impression, when in the condition of seed burnt by the fire of thinking, does not generate presented ideas. But because the subliminal impressions of knowledge are dormant until the task of the mind stuff is completed, they are not considered here. Six more to go, and I have 35 minutes left. Namaste. Prasamkhya nepya kusi dasya salvata vivekakya tel talma mekha vivekakya tel talma mekha samadhi yadayam brahmanoh Parasamkhya nepiakusi dasitatosi. Parasamkhya nepiakusi dasitatopi. Na kimchit paral thayate. Tatrapi virakutasya saivata vivekakya tireva pavati ti samskara bijakushoya nanasya. Samskara bijakushoya nanasya. Pratyayanantara nyut padyanante. Pratyayanantara nyut padyanante. Tadasya taimameko nama samatil pavati. One word, I just want to check. Yeah, cool. Ooh. For one who is not usurious, even in respect of elevation, there follows in every case, as a result of discriminative discernment, the concentration, rain cloud of things. This Brahman, even in respect of elevation, is not usurious, is not looking for anything, even from that. If, even in respect of that, he be passionless, in every case nothing less than the discriminative discernment becomes his. In this way, when, because the seeds of the subliminal impressions have perished, there do not spring up for him any more presented ideas, then the concentration called rain cloud of things becomes his. Yeah, I'm gonna finish it today. What does that mean? It means a lot of power. My chanting's gonna improve and my yoga's gonna improve and everything else. Namaste. Tatahu Glesha Kaimani Buddhitihu. Darala. I feel like it's missing a character. Never mind. Namaste. Darala Pada Vidya Dayahu Gleshahu Samulakasham Kashwita Pavananti Kushala Shicha Kalma Shayahu Samulakatam Hata Pavananti Glesha Kaimani Buddhitau. Jivanan neva vidivanan vimukuto pavati kasmat yasmad viparyayo pavasya karanam na hi kushvina viparyayahu kashchit kenachit kavajiju kashchit kenachit kavajiju drishyata iti. Feel like I need to read this one more. Alright, sorry, I have to read it one more time. Kushala shicha kaima shayahu samulakatam hata pavananti. Is that because of this word? Samula? Maybe. Galesha kaimani buddhitau. Jivanan neva vidivanan vimukuto pavati kasmat yasmad viparyayo pavasya karanam na hi kushvina viparyayahu. Oh, I see what I... Okay, so I forgot to read the alternative version. That's what I... Okay. Gleshavi. Kushvina Gleshavi Paryayahu. Kushvina Glesha cha. Kushvina Kushui no klesha vipariyayahu. Kashachita kenachita kavajiju jato. Kashachita kenachita kava. Kashachita kenachita kavajiju jato. Jiju. Kashachita kenachita kavajiju jato. Turishyata iti. Turushyata iti. Sorry about that. Then follows the cessation of the hindrances and of kaima. After the attainment of this, undifferentiated consciousness and the other hindrances are extirpated, would end. And the latent deposits of kaima, good and bad, are destroyed with their roots. Upon the cessation of the hindrances and of kaima, the wise man, even while yet alive, is released. Why is this? Because misconception is the cause of the world. For surely no one has ever seen the birth of anyone whose misconceptions have dwindled away. 5 more to go. Let me just double check. I'm kind of excited. Oh, 33 is so long. Oh, yeah. 5 more to go. So just watch out for 33. Everything else is pretty easy. Namaste. Tada. Saiva Barano. Saiva Barano Mala Petasia. Jinyanasya Nat Nanantia. Jinyanasya Nanantia. Jijinya Madipamo. Saivaihu, Klesha Kaima, Baranoi Vimukutasya, Jinyanasya Nanantiam, Pavati, Avarake no, Tamasa Pipu, Tama Burita, Mananantam, Tamasa Pipu, Tama Burita Mananta. Tamasa Pipu Tama Buddha Mananantam. Hey, sorry. If I don't get to finish this today, tomorrow's gonna be so short that I have to finish it, even if it takes more than an hour and 45 minutes, which is kind of like my limit for reading Sanskrit and English translations for one day. Tamasa Pipu Tama Buddha Tama Nanantam Buddha. Tamasa Pipu Tama Buddha Mananantam Jinyana Satavam Gavachi Deva Rajasa. Is that just one word? Yeah. Prabhatita Mudukha Tuitam Prabhatita Mudukha Tuitam Grahana Samaltam Pavati. Alright, this is Ka, really? Yeah. Tatra Yada Saivaira Varano or Barano? Varano. Saivaira Varano Malaira Pagatam. Number 2. Katamalam. Okay. Saivaira Barana Malaira Pagatamalam. Saivaira Barana Malaira Pagatamalam. Yeah. Pavati Tada. Pavatiasya Nanantiam Jinyanasya Nanantia Jinyaya Maripam Jinyanasya Nanantia Jinya Jinyanasya Nanantia Jinyaya Maripam Sampadiate Yathakashe Kadiotahu Yathakashe 카디오타흐 야트레다무크타무 아는토 마누이마비티아트 마낭응굴리라바야트 마누이마비티아트 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 타마낭응굴리 마누이마비티아트 타마낭응굴리 낭응굴리 마누이마비티아트 타마낭응 마누이마비티아트 타마낭굴리라바야트 마누이마비티아트 타마낭굴리라바야트 마누이마비티아트 타마낭굴리라바야트 아그리바스탐 프라티아문차트 타마지흐보 피아푸자야트 프라티아문차트 타마지 지흐보 프라티아문차트 타마 지흐보 피아푸자야트 이티 프라티아문차트 타마지흐보 피아푸자야트 이티. That's the best I could do. 이티. Okay, and I want to look up these two words. It's supposed to be double T's. Double T's. Yeah, one T. They divided the one into two. Yeah, cool. 3 more to go. Then, because of the endlessness of knowledge from which all obscuring defilements have passed away, what is yet to be known amounts to little. The knowledge which is free from all obscurations by hindrances and by kaima becomes endless. The sattva of the obscured knowledge overwhelmed by the dhammas which obscures it, and kept in motion here and there only by the rajas, is set free, and becomes fit for the process of knowing. In this case, when it has become rid of defilement by any of the defilements of the covering, it becomes endless. In consequence of the endlessness of knowledge, what is yet to be known amounts to little, to no more than a firefly in the sky. On which point this has been said. A blind man pierced the jewel. One without fingers strung it on a cord. One without a neck put it on. A dumb man paid honor to it. Namaste. Tatahu Gurutal Tanam Parino Makrama Samapatil Parino Makrama Samapatil Guno Nam Tasya Talmamekha Siodaya Gurutal Tanam Guno Nam Parino Makramahu Parisama Pyate Na Hi Guruto Poga Pavalgahu Parisama Patakramahu Kushono Mapya Vasita Tumutasa Hanante Kushono Mapya Vasita Tumutasa Hanante Kushono Mapya Vasita Tutumutasa Kushanamapya Vasita Tumutasa Hanante. Okay. Just want to see how long this 33 is. It's not that long. Okay. Alright, 2 more to go. Man, as a result of this, the aspects have fulfilled their purpose. They attain to the limit of the sequence of mutations. As a result of the rise of the rain cloud of things, when the aspects have fulfilled their purpose, they end the sequence of their mutations. For, having completed their experience and their liberation, and having attained the limit of their sequence, are incapable of lingering even for a moment. Alright, so the most challenging one coming up. I don't feel good about this. It's gonna take me a while. Namaste. Ata Goyam Kanamo Nameti Kushona Prati Yogi Parinama Parananta Nilgara Hiyahu Gramahu. Just double checking that style. I'm like 99% sure. But there's that 1%. Kushono Dananta Kushono Danan Kushono Nanantaria Kushono Nanantaria Dema Parino Masya Paranantena Basanena Guruhyate Gramahu Na Hyana Hyananu Pudakarama Makushodo Hyananu Pudakarama Hyananu Pudakara Hyamanu Pu. Sorry, being distracted. They know where to distract me when they make that noise. That's why I call them demons. Demons know exactly where to hurt you. Hyananu Pudakara Makushono. Okay. No Navapu. No Navapu. No Navapu. Hyanu Putakara Makushono. I have a feeling I want to say the original again. Good. Hyananu Putakara Makushono. And there's two versions. Okay. Yanonen Navapu. Nonen Navapu. Nonen Navapu. Nonen Navapu. Nonen Nava. Nonen Nava. Hyananu Putakrama. Hyananu Putakrama Kushono Navama. Navapu. Nonen Navapu. Nonen Navapuranota. Nonen Navapuranota. Nonen Navapuranota. Nonen Navapuranuta. Nota. Okay. Hyananu Putakara Makushono Nara. Nava. Hyananu Putakara Makushono Navapuranota. Hyananu Putakara Makushono Nava. Hyananu Putakara Makushono Navapuranota. Okay, number 1 has another one. Navasya Puranota Pasutrasyanante Pavati Nityeshu Jang Gramo Turushatohu Devayi Jayam Nityata Kutasutha Nityata Parino Minityata. Number 2. No money. No ma. Parino Manityata Cha Tatra Kutasutha Nityata Purushasya Parino Minityata. Number 3. No money. no mani, no mani, ma. Pari no manitiata, kuno nam. Yasuminen pari no miyamane. Number 4. No mama, no mama, no mama, no mama, no mama, no ma. Yasuminen pari no mamane, tatavam na, bihaniate, tanen nityamu, upayasya ja. Tatavan apikatan, nityatvam, tatara, gunotaimeshu, buddhatyadishu, parinoma paranantanilgrahiyahu, gramo labhata pariyabasano, nityeshu, taimishu, gunueshva labhata, gunueshva labhata pariyabasanahu, Kutasthanityeshu Svarupam Svarupamatrapratishtve Svarupamatrapratishtveshu. Can I say it again? Svarupamatrapratishtveshu Tve Svarupamatrapratishtve. Sanskrit doesn't let you say it more than once. A lot of times, especially like complicated texts. It's like, don't touch the cat twice, kind of thing. Svarupamatrapratishtve Svarupamatrapratishtvyeshu Muktapurushuyeshu Svarupasatita Gramenoivanupuyata iti Tatrapya labhata pariyabasanahu Shabdapurishitve nasatikrayamupadaya Shabdapurishitve nasatikrayamupa Shabdapurishitve nasatikrayamupadaya Kalpita iti. Oh, I want to say that again. Shabdapurishitve nasatikrayamupadaya Kalpita iti. Atasya samsarasya sthitya katya cha gunueshu vaitamanasya sati. Yay. Almost done. Grama samapatilna peti avajani yametat katham asati purashina. It's not connected. Don't look it up. It's not connected. Ekanantavachani yahu saivo jato manishuyati iti po iti atha saivo murutva janishyota iti vipajya vachani yametat pratiyuditakhyatiha kushvinotur shunoha kushalo na janishyota itarasutu janishyate tatha manushya jatiha shreyasi na va shreyasi tyevam paripurashitve vicha vipajya Vajaniyahu, Prashnahu, Pashunati, Pashunati Kurutya, Pashunati Kurutya, Kurutya, Pashunati Kurutya. I'll say it one more time because I'm almost done. Pashunati Kurutya, Shireyasi, Devanurushim, Devanurushim, Shechati Kurutya, Devanurushim, Shechati Kurutya, Kurutya. I'll leave it because I said it like twice. Nati, Ayam, Dvavachaniyahu, Prashinahu, Samsaro Yamananta, Panatanananta. Samsaro Yamananta Panatanananta iti. Kushalasya sati, Samsara Krama Samapatilnatarasyati. Samsara Krama Samapatilnatarasyati. Number 1. Maparisa, 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 Mapari. Samsara Krama Parisama, Samsara Krama Parisama Patilnatara. Samsara Krama Pari. Samsara Krama Parisama Patilnatara Sieti. Anyatara Vatara Nue. Anyatara Vatara Nue Toshahu. Tasmad Vyakara Nuya Evayam Prashna iti. Did I? Yeah, I did the alternative. Cool. Alright, one more to go. I'm done with book 4 for the 4th or the 5th time. I lost count. What now is this so-called sequence? The positive correlate to the moment, recognized as such at the final limit of the mutation, is a sequence. A sequence has as its essence a continuous series of moments and is cognized as such at the final limit, the termination of the mutation. For when a new garment has come to the end, there is no oldness, unless has passed through the moments of the sequence. In permanent things also, it is evident that there is a sequence. There are, moreover, 2 kinds of permanences, the absolutely unchanging permanence and the permanence in mutation. Of these 2, the self's permanence is the absolutely unchanging, and the aspect's permanence is in mutation. A thing is permanent when its essence is not destroyed while it is passing through mutations. Both of these 2 kinds have a permanence, because the essential nature of them is not destroyed. Of these 2, with regard to the external aspects of the aspects, the thinking substance and the others, for example, the sequence, having reached its end, is recognizable at the final limit of the mutation. With regard to permanent substances, the aspects, the end has not been reached. With regard to the absolutely unchanging permanent, the liberated selves grounded in themselves and in nothing else, the being in themselves is experienced, to be sure, as a sequence, yet it has not reached its end. Abstracted from the act of existence and is based upon words. Now has this round of rebirths as it exists in the aspects, either in motion or in equilibrium, a final consummation of the sequence or not? This is incapable of answer. How then? A question capable of answer is this: will everyone who is born die? Yes, sir. There is a question capable of alternative answers. Will everyone after he has died be born again? The skillful man upon whom discernment has dawned and whose craving has dwindled will not be born again, but any other will be born again. Likewise, in case this question should be raised, will the human race be more fortunate or not? A partial answer to this question is this: it will be more fortunate in comparison with animals. It will not be more fortunate in comparison with gods and sages. On the other hand, a question incapable of answer is this: will this round of rebirths have an end, or will it be endless? In case there be a limitation, in either one of two ways, so that there be a consummation of the series of the round of rebirth for the good man, but not for any other, then there's no defect. Consequently, the only is that this question be analyzed. Alright, last one. How much time do I have? Just enough. Namaste. Guna tika rakrama sama patao. Number 1. My body. Guna tika rakrama pari sama patao. Guna tika rakrama pari sama patao. Kaivalya mukutam. Tatasvaru pamavatariate. Tatasvaru pamavatariate. Purushar tashu nyanam. Gunonam. Pratiprasavaha. Kaivalyam. Svarupa pratishita. Va. Chitti shakatiriti. Svarupa pratishita. Svarupa pratishita. Va. Chitti shakatiriti. Iti Shri Patanjali Virachita Yogasu Tereshu Chaturtaha Kaivalyapadaha. Kurta Poga Pavalga. Kurta Poga Pavalganam. Purushar Tashu. Sorry, being distracted. Almost done. I don't care. Purushar tashu nyanam yaha pratiprasavaha karyakaranotamakanam. Number 2. Manam. Okay. Karyakaranotmanam gunonam tatukaivalyam svarupa pratishita svarupa pratishita punai buddhati sattva nipa sambanantat purushasya. I forget a lot of times that nobody actually speaks Sanskrit in this world. I mean the Aryan pronunciation. I assume that everybody speaks it because I speak it, you know. Like, I speak it, why don't you speak it? Punai buddhati sattavani pisaman sambanantat purusha. Punai buddhati sattavanapi Punai buddhati sattavanapi sambanan Punai buddhati sattavanapi sambanan tat purushasya Chitti Shakatireva Kevala Tasyahu Sada Tataiva Vasitanam Kaivalyamiti. Right, that's the end. I want to read it again, starting from here. I'll point it this time. I hate pointing it because it distracts me, I found. Svarupap Pratishita Bunai Buddhati Sattavana Bunai Buddhati Sattavana Bisamam Bunai Buddhati Sattavana Bisam Bunai Buddhati Sattavana Bisambananta Bunai Buddhati Sattavana Bisambananta Purushasya. Alright. Chitti Shakatireva Kevala Tasyahu Sada Tataiva Vasitanam Kaivalyamiti. Sorry. Checking one word. Geba. I'm done. Yeah, once again, I'm done. Yep, Gebala. All right. Isolation is set to follow after the sequence of the text of the aspects has been completed. The nature of this is defined. Isolation is the inverse generation of the aspects, no longer provided with a purpose by the self, or it is the energy of intellect grounded in itself. When the aspects, whose essence is causes and effects, are inversely generated, now that experience and liberation have been accomplished, and now that a purpose is no longer provided by the self, this is isolation. The self's energy of thought becomes isolated, since it is grounded in itself and is not again related to the sattva of the thinking substance. Its continuance, thus forevermore, is isolation. And the ending. Iti Shri Patanjale Samkhya Parabhachane Yogashasadre Vyasapa Shuye Kaivalyapa Dashichaturtaha. Kaivalyapa Dashichaturtaha. I'm just wondering what this version uses. Same thing. Okay. I don't read. This is the easiest to read, I know. I don't read it because it's modernized. That's all I'm gonna say. It's modernized. And everything else is Hindi. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I don't read Hindi. I just read Sanskrit. In the Patanjalan authoritative book on yoga, the exposition of the Samkhya, the book on isolation, commented by Vyasa, the fourth. Okay, I'm happy. Sorry, I'm a little too happy. So starting tomorrow is book 1 again, and it's my 5th or 6th time, I think. Maybe 7th, 6th or 7th. Pretty sure it's 6th, maybe 7th. And it will get easier and easier and easier. By the time I read it like 18 times, I will have memorized a lot of it. So I don't need to look up a lot of stuff because I'll assume that I'll remember from before. One really interesting about Sanskrit is 5,000 years ago, if you heard it right, like if the speaker spoke in the perfect Aryan pronunciation, you will memorize what he said, and he will say just once. You will memorize for the rest of your life. Like a recording system, pretty much. It's a computer programming language for this reality. So mind programming is really easy with Sanskrit. That's why I titled it Neuro Linguistic Programming, because nothing else comes even 1/16th part close to Sanskrit in mind programming. All right, that's it for me. I'm glad like 2 people actually showed up to they stuck around for a little bit, maybe a minute or 2. That's cool. Namaste. All right, so I'm gonna get better and better as I do this too. So there's no, by the 18th time of reading it, which should be about a year from now, there will be a lot of changes. Good changes. Thank you. I talked too much. How long has it been? 1 hour and 50 minutes is 1 hour and 52 minutes, I'm gonna guess. Let's see. 1 hour and 51. All right, I'm getting better at everything. That's cool. Namaste. Thank you very much. Wow, I did 20 to 34. Let me fix that for you so you know. 20 to 34. The end. Okay, thank you. I'm gonna do ASMR a little earlier than before. I don't know if I'm gonna have a set schedule, but yeah, I don't think I'll have a set schedule because I'm going by when the sun rises and when the sun goes down and etc. Yeah, I don't follow the modern time per se. Thank you again. In King Yahusha's name, God bless you all. Amen. Namaste.